Hey, dolls and gents, I had to come right back because I had to take a small break, but I had a couple of more things I wanted to share with you all. You were not born to be overweight. Generational curses do not only work in those things, they work even in obesity, even in our health. Generational curses are still real. You were not born big boned. It's a generational curse to have an addiction to food. If everybody in your family is big and overweight, if everybody in your family has diabetes and high blood pressure and high cholesterol, it's generational curses, first of all. Second of all, it's these recipes that are passed down. If mama taught you how to cook and she cooked with a lot of sugar and she cooked with a lot of butter and she cooked with a lot of fattening things, it's the things that you grew up tasting and developing your taste buds to, and then you grow up and you're older and you're able to buy your own foods and get your own things to eat. Then you start cooking those same things those same ways. If your mother was a person who would eat whenever she was stressed out, then you learn to eat when you're stressed out. If your mother was a person who, or your father was a person who overate whenever they were happy and when they were sad and when they were in between, then you learn those habits. But overeating is also generational curse that is passed down. We have to stand up to these generational curses and say, I don't want to be unhealthy. My body is the temple of God. Everything that goes in your body should give glory to the Lord. Everything that comes out of your body should give glory to the Lord. You should not be overeating and overindulging. We have to take care of our temple. Our temple is our body is the temple of God. We have to, on purpose, be in good health. We have to, on purpose, make sure that we are healthy in our weight. You do not need surgery. You do not need diet pills. You need an encounter with the Lord, because a touch with Jesus is able to set you free from addiction. Food is addicting. It tastes good, but it's bondage. When you get so overweight that you can't do things that you want to do, it's bondage. It becomes bondage. You can't run with your grandchildren. You can't find clothes in your size. You're upset because the boutiques don't have your size. It's time to come down. I'm not saying this to be rude. I'm saying it to be real, because I want us to be free. I'm a size 8 and I struggle because I love food. It tastes good. It's exciting. They cooked good when I was little. My mama cooked good. My grandma cooked good. Food is good, but I cannot let it overtake me because the devil slips in. He's sneaky. Food is something you have to do. You have to eat to live. And it's so sneaky because it tastes good, and then you start developing a habit for eating when you're happy. We eat to enjoy company. We eat at fellowships and at gatherings. We're always cooking. Girl, what you gonna cook for Thanksgiving? What you gonna cook for Christmas? What you cooking for Easter? What you cooking for this Sunday's dinner? So it's a blessing, but at the same time, we have to be mindful that we do not go to the left and get in bondage. Start cooking healthy, because the things you cook, you are developing your children's taste buds. I don't want my children to be diabetic. I don't want my children to be overweight. So on purpose, I have to start cooking vegetables, and they gonna be upset. McDonald's got to learn to start cutting it. We have to start cooking food at home and preparing healthy meals. And if you're a person that cooks with a lot of butter and a lot of sugar and all those things, you've learned to cook and it tastes good to you. You have to die to self. You have to figure out what is more important. Okay, this is nasty, but is it healthy? Everything that's good to you is not good for you. And it might not taste good because you've been eating it this kind of way. But when you really decide that my health is more important, that my body is the temple of God, that I don't want to keep having a muffin top, that I don't like when my belly hangs over my pants, I don't like when my bra is too tight, I don't like that I have to keep going up and down. 1 year I'm a 6, 1 year I'm a 16, the next year you have to get some self-control. People think they fill with the Holy Spirit. Baby, the Holy Spirit gives you self-control. It starts tapping on you. It starts saying, don't you do it. Don't you sit up and eat that whole cake. We have to be filled with the Holy Spirit, because Christ is the answer for everything. Everything. You don't need Jenny Craig. come on in the room. You don't need a 12-step program. It's great after you have that encounter to find a new way to live. So it is necessary. But what I'm telling you is deliverance is real and it's available. And you have to get desperate and say, I don't want to keep living like this. When you see that your children are starting to get overweight and they round, you got to shop in the little husky section for the children. It's going too far. It's going too far. It's not, and unless it's a health condition, there's something that's going on. But if it's something that you're feeding your family, you are sitting up letting your children eat 2 and 3 and 4 plates of food, it's not healthy. People are giving their children food to pacify them. What you want me to bring you home to eat? You just got done eating. They just got done eating. Stop bringing all of this stuff in the house. I don't bring it in my house because sometimes I do well and sometimes I don't. So on purpose, I don't bring it in my house. Don't bring all that stuff that's unhealthy, and you will not have to fight with it. If it ain't there, you have to literally get out of your bed and go get it. And then that makes a difference, because while you driving, the Holy Spirit will be like, now you know. And on purpose, stop pushing past that. That's how our conscience becomes seared. Your conscience becomes burned. That's why people can get 600 pounds. That's why that show is so popular. It just blows my mind. But your conscience becomes seared. It becomes burned. It becomes numb. You know that you shouldn't be sitting up eating 3 pizzas. You know that you shouldn't be eating a whole pound of bacon. The people around you have become, they don't want to hurt your feelings, so they go along with it. But I gotta love my family enough to say I don't do it. I tell my mama all the time, I didn't go buy daddy crack, so I can't go buy you things that are not gonna be good for your body. If I don't do it, if I don't eat it, I can't go buy it for somebody else, because we're killing ourselves with the things that we are eating. You were not born to be overweight. Be blessed.